So, Carrie, I want to ask you about this idea of media takeover, because after Elon Musk purchased Twitter, changed it into X, there's no doubt that he exercised some power there. So how do you hear this even ingest kind of purchase of a cable network?
Good to be with you tonight.
Good to be with you as well.
Thanks for having me. I think that we should believe everything that is said coming from this administration. I don't think that we have the luxury to dismiss it as him being someone who's being funny or someone who is just being himself, or that is his brand. X, and you said in some ways, always. I feel like X, I don't know if anyone is on it in any capacity. I don't know if you're on it. And you're the only one? You're on it? You all are on it? Okay. I've actually decided to take a rest of peace, because it is not a peaceful place for me. And I know if in fact you don't agree with this current administration, most people can say that it's not a peaceful place. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an actual bid made to take on MSNBC, but the fact that it just can't happen in real life.
And we just can't. It's
officially
not even for sale.
It's not officially for sale.
The last
it's not
time he
realistic.
mused about maybe buying something,
it's not even realistic in real life. But I do believe that media, everyone sitting here at this table, if you don't agree, we are in for some tough. We're in for some tough years ahead. I do believe that we are not going to be able to be as safe or say what we want to. I don't think free speech is going to be as free.
Now, Scott, I want.
Isn't that interesting that Elon Musk actually bought Twitter and then rebranded it into X, made it profitable? But the most important thing that he did was unblock all of the people that had been censored on the conservative side from a liberal outlet. And even Mark Zuckerberg said that he had basically he hated the fact that he had gave in to the Biden administration as far as him forcing things to be censored and being mandated to do certain things instead of standing up for itself in the company Facebook. X is probably the only place that you can go to that completely allows you to say whatever you want to say when you want to say it. And I didn't even start using X, formerly known as Twitter, until after Elon Musk bought it. That's when I started to engage in a platform. And the beautiful thing about it is that you don't have to necessarily participate in spaces that you don't want it to participate in. But Elon Musk is the one that absolutely advocates for free speech. And so she's wrong. I'm not really sure what she's saying that she's headed for. But again, I'm sure she's a part of the 91% of black women that voted for Kamala Harris in this past election.
I want to bring you in here because this kind of link to Orban, we don't pull it from nowhere. There was a former member of the Hungarian parliament who was writing in Politico who kind of talked about this effort by that government and how specific it was in terms of purchasing media specifically for propaganda. Do you hear why they're making that connection?
I mean, is the concern that certain media outlets would become propaganda arms of political ideologies? I mean, don't we already have that in this country at a large scale? I mean, also, I heard what you're saying about X. I saw a survey this week. It's now the most ideologically balanced user platform.
Scott, stop. It's too early. I just sat down. I've only been here for 2 minutes.
You cannot continue to say
that. You cannot say that.
So, that's not the case.
So
Who's the source of that?
What I find, we reported it on this network.
It's not accurate, and you know it.
Okay, I'll let you make your statement.
Scott, can I reframe it a different way? Because the site changed radically, right? So whether you think the voices it is somehow more balanced now, that's fine. But no doubt Musk's influence is profound, and that you open it up and now you're there with his opinion, and he is now part of this administration. So does anyone else think that there should be this greater concern about
these CNN moderators are horrendous?
Billionaires purchasing media companies.
Okay. Would you be worried if Bill Gates controlled MSNBC?
No, because he's sane.
Because MSNBC
MS.
comes from Microsoft. It was a partnership between Microsoft and NBC way back in.
This is how you know these chicks are base and they just emotional, because immediately she says that she'd be less concerned with Bill Gates owning a media company than Elon Musk. More importantly, the Washington Post, I believe, is owned by Jeff Bezos, and nobody puts up a fight as far as that. As a matter of fact, one of the things that Jeff Bezos says is that they weren't going to endorse any candidate for president of the United States of America this year, and that they wanted to be more journalism-based in order to give credibility back to the actual magazine or newspaper, if that's what you still want to call it.
The 1990s, back when Microsoft was under investigation by Bill Clinton's DOJ for monopoly. I don't remember anybody panicking over MSNBC back then.
No, they definitely did. But yeah, continue. Well, like Fox was launching, MSNBC was
And it's
launching.
still
The
here.
cable news network was shifting. The landscape
But
was shifting.
isn't the issue that the left has gotten so used to controlling almost all institutional information distribution arms in this country that when one little piece of it, whether it's X or MSNBC or anything else, gets taken away, the panic is so outrageous. I mean, that's how used to the left is having control of all of it.
I don't think that that's an accurate assessment when you look at something like Sinclair Broadcasting Group that has purchased most of the local newspapers and local television stations and sends out distributed information that their anchors are supposed to follow for the correspondence. That is a conservative-leaning group. I think the difference, though, I'm not siding with Elon Musk at all here. The one thing to point out is that platforms are not regulated right now, which gives them carte blanche to whatever they want right now. Elon is not someone who likes to be regulated. And so to buy MSN, he would go under some federal regulations.
Who's regulating CNN right now?
The FCC.
We're not a broadcast. It's cable.
I mean, I don't really think cable stations are under the same regulatory structure.
It doesn't go over public airwaves.
They aren't, and she didn't know what the hell she was talking about. Again, make sure y'all tune into the Millionaire Morning Show because we have these conversations every day. But more importantly, she's wrong, loud and wrong. They're loud and wrong, as usual. And again, I think that it fits the demographic because CNN tends to be more of a left-leaning outlet, cable outlet, that can say and do whatever they want to do when they want to do it. More importantly, it's the reason why CNN is having layoffs. While there's even talk of MSNBC being bought by Elon Musk, I don't think that Elon Musk is even interested in buying MSNBC. It's not even a thing. It would be a waste of money. But I guess when you can throw money around, then that becomes a part of the conversation. And I don't know he was joking about it, but again, when you can throw money around, that becomes a part of the conversation. More importantly, and I've said this several times, including on the Millionaire Morning Show, that I don't think that Elon Musk should buy MSNBC because what he would be doing, I know a lot of people would like to see a lot of people like Joy Reid go away. However, what he would be doing is rewarding a organization by giving them a buyout instead of letting them die on the sword that they're standing on by having lower ratings, continuing to be infiltrated and being outplayed by individual news outlets or individual content creators that is putting out a better product and more consistent and is clearly identifying that some things are their opinion versus some things being reported as facts. And I think that he should let them sink or swim. If Elon Musk wants to build a news media corporation, then he can. But it would be a bad decision because I believe that traditional media outlets, especially that are powered by cable, are going away anyway. That's why you see Comcast starting to unload all of these supposed assets that's not bringing in revenue because the way that advertising is going in a way that they then generate the amount of revenue, first of all, they can't control the narrative. And secondly, they don't have a monopoly anymore. So now it's a truly a creator economy. You're going to see the people like Rachel Maddow. I know that she's taking a haircut, point intended. And I also believe that the majority of these anchors are going to start going by the wayside. And you'll see them survive over the next 10 to 15 years, maybe not. But there'll be individual content creators. And then you'll see people like Don Lemon, who used to be a part of CNN, start his own platform. And it's not even doing that well. And he'll be out here making TikToks instead of actually controlling the narrative on what's happening on the news. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, get your tickets to see me December 14th in Detroit. It's going to be awesome. Discount code Anton. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Let me know what y'all think.